Now, does anybody in this room know how to twerk? It's all in. And then you just move your bum up and down like that, and that's twerking.
No! Wait! Okay. Oh, wowzer. Listen, okay, and that clip right there just fucked up my whole argument. That clip right there fucked up my whole argument. No, you're gonna have to give me a minute. You're gonna have to give me a minute. You're gonna have to give me a minute because I was like, I don't really care if people dress up and shit and people are in drag and are just reading stories and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. That's not what I care for. Because it's not necessarily inherently sexual. Then you talk about twerking and the kids, and I'm like, shit, fuck. Okay, but yeah, preach. What's your problem? That's not where it's supposed to be. But what is your problem with people? It's just like, nah, B, there's ages for that. There's certain things that you don't want your kids to be exposed at a certain age. Okay. And the twerking part is not, no. What is you doing?
I'm going to say something that might surprise people. I don't give a fuck that they're drag queens.
No.
I don't want no grown adult teaching kids about fucking twerking in schools. Forget that there's a drag queen running up on karate. I don't even care. Yeah. I wouldn't want a man or a woman on all fours.
Or another kid.
What is happening?
Nah, B.
And people are clapping. Adults are sitting there in cognitive dissonance, sexualizing a child in a way that's so abnormal. This used to be racy stuff for adults in music videos to do way back in the day. And even back then, it was y'all doing this to kids.
Nah, B. That's not it. That's not it.
This is a sickness of the highest order.
Who wants to be a drag queen when they grow up?
Drag should be an all ages thing, and some people consider it provocative. It's not inappropriate.
I just looked at a 9-year-old. What the fuck am I?
Anyone can do drag. Everyone can do drag.
Bro, that shit's so fucking weird. This shit's so goddamn weird. Let's keep it a stack. I'm gonna say this. Drag queens are not for kids. Drag shows are not for kids. The whole history and the concept at its roots are not for children. And y'all trying to sell this thing as if it is a fucking lie. And it's a weird one.
You know what? Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
I went to my daughter's school yesterday, and I had to pick her up. You know, she's 9. I had to pick her up from her pole dance class. Yeah, it's a good fitness program. You know, it helps with the strength and stuff like that. If you're taking pole dance and you're removing the X-working fact of the pole dance, you're gentrifying it. It's linked. Okay, let's not act like. No, it's not. It's not that. It's something else. It's that.
What in the hell has a drag queen ever done to make you have so much respect for them and admire them so much? Other than put on makeup and jump on the floor and writhe around and do sexual things on stage. I have absolutely no idea why you would want that to influence your child. Would you want a stripper or a porn star to influence your child? It makes no sense at all. A drag queen performs in a nightclub for adults. There is a lot of filth that goes on, a lot of sexual stuff that goes on. We have already had a reputation of being pedophiles and being perverts and deviants. We don't need you to bring your children around. So you keep your kids at home, or take them to Disneyland, or take them to Chuck E. Cheese.
Stop yelling.
Hold up. You can extend it to a lot of different lines of work.
Yeah.
That are quote unquote legal, but I still wouldn't want them. Y'all gonna do shows for escorts too? Like, what is it about a drag queen that you feel are fit to be educators? 1. And 2, even if it's just dumb education stuff that they do and that anybody can really teach, why do we need drag queens to do it? Is this some kind of initiative for what though? I don't even understand what the point of this kind of thing is. To make kids realize that drag queen. Why do kids need to realize that? Teach that shit when they're older. We're not doing that for strippers. We're not doing that for a lot of other lines of work that are for adults only. Like, it's a very bizarre thing that I'm watching unfold in front of me. Right? We're watching grown-ass men cosplay as women with these like ridiculous makeup and outfits, doing outfits that are hypersexualized. Okay? And we're sending them off. What a confusing fucking thing to witness. As a grown man, I watch this shit, I'm like, that's weird. Y'all doing that for kids? And try to convince them it's cool? Why? Can anyone tell me? I'm curious. In what ways is educational at any point? Why do I need a drag queen to come teach us stuff? And guess what? Some of the content they teaching is a little bit sus too, but we won't even go to that. Why do we need this? Why is this good for the curriculum? Vast majority of U.S. adults, including parents, say they don't want their kids involved in any of these kinds of drag shows. So why is the education system pushing this shit so hard? I'm really curious. What's the sensibilization that they want to create? I don't know.
It's like going to a field trip in a brewery when you're 5. Why would I go in a brewery? Nothing bad is gonna happen there. Technically, it's. I mean, they're not gonna drink, but they're gonna go to a brewery to see how we make beer. Why don't they do? It's not its place. It's not the time. It's not the place. Well, what do you mean? Like they're kids. They're under 18 and everything and stuff. It's chemistry. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but no, there's a reason why we don't do it. That's it. I wouldn't go on a field trip in a brewery.
And I'm not even one of these conservative folks who feel like all this LGBTQ stuff is crazy. I don't even care.
It's not even that.
It's not I don't want straight people doing this. I don't want whatever else doing. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. Why are y'all doing this with kids? And when you defend this stuff, you're like, no, this is fantastic. This is great. You look very suspicious to parents.
There was a thing that happened on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Nicki Minaj?
With that kid. I was like...
And they were clapping.
Yeah, okay. That kid's role model is Nicki Minaj. And I understand, like, the whatever you call it, the Nicki Minaj fans are going to probably come after us. And that kid was like, yeah, Nicki, and then baby, and Star Shit or Meant to Fly. She has other songs. When that kids go on YouTube and then have to go, yeah, and I know it's not Nicki's fault. Like, yeah, the parents should, whatever. Nicki's not a role model for kids. It's not a role model that I want for kids. It's a role model for other people, for other things, and I get that. For kids, that age, nah, I'm sorry, I'm not having it.
No.
She got other songs. Yes, an anaconda is not a snake.
But you got kids singing that shit. Super fucking
so it's like, and then I know,
and I don't even think it's just that. Even the violent stuff, I don't think is great. No. I ain't fucking having my son, my kids trying to listen to drill all day. Are you crazy?
Yeah, a kid gonna come to me like, yeah, Nardo Wick is my.
Bruv, listen. I just want people to rethink some of this stuff. Forget the political aspect of it. I don't care. No, what do you think is right for children? Do you think these kids should be visited by escorts? Do you guys think that? And for what reason would you think that's a good idea? So then try to tell me why this would be good. That's all I want to know. And if you can tell me, great.
And God bless them, but that's not it. Nardo Wick talking about, I take my Draco, I might be gay. Why? Because he's blowing niggas. That's crazy. That's a crazy